Boys and girls, here is our spelling again. Time for spelling, our favourite time of the week. Right, here's our list. We can see our list of spelling words here, and we've gone through a few of them, but this list seems to be going on and on and on forever. So for today, we're going to do 3 new words. We'll quickly look at the other ones. 3 new words. So 3 today, 3 tomorrow, and 3 on Friday, even though it's Fun Friday, because spelling is fun after all. So we've done 7, 17 with even in them. We've done close with the magic E changing the O to an O. We've done garden with the den in the garden. We've had yesterday where we split into syllables, remember. And we've got swimming, that we remembered that when you have your verb to swim, when you add the ing suffix at the end, you double your M. And I've actually got a nice poster made up. In fact, I wonder if it's on here to show you. Let's have a... No, in fact, I'm not, because if I show you on here, I won't be able to get back quickly. I'll put a copy of the poster in our files tomorrow as well. I've got a poster made up of the words that you gave me, that you double the letter in, double the last letter before you add the ing. So, that's what we've done so far. Today we're looking at these next 3, so we're looking at sure, before, and never. So maybe our first thing is to think about is why these are tricky words. So sure, we can see is a tricky word. Well, can you see why it's a tricky word? Sure, if you sound it out. Did you get it right? To me, sure sounds as if it's got a sh sound at the beginning. And if you were just spelling phonetically as it sounds, I would spell sure like that. But that looks so wrong to me and so horrible. I'm going to rub it out quickly before we even look at it, because I don't want to look at it. Because sure is just spelled with an S. U-R-E, sure. Now, I don't know if I can give you any way to remember that. I can't even see a word within a word. I think the way to remember sure is just with a mnemonic, if you find it tricky, or really knowing that it's a tricky word. I can't see a strategy to remember that one. A mnemonic might be your best strategy for that one. Now, for before, again, maybe the reason, well, to help you remember it, any time you've got be prefix at the start, so this prefix a prefix comes before the word, always is a be. So you don't have a before, you don't have a 2e prefix, 2 e's in your prefix like that, or you don't have no e, so it wouldn't be before like that, and it wouldn't be before without the e. So I suppose to help you remember, the be prefix has always got a single e, so that will help you remember it. Before. And again, I don't think there's many other strategies to remember that one, so I think really that is the case, that it is a mnemonic one, because I cannot think of any other strategy to remember. Now for never, again I can't, there is a word within a word. Can we see the word within a word for never? Very similar to 7 and 17. There is ever. If you think of forever, ever and ever, we can see ever in never. Oh, I've lost that there. Let's put that back. These are 3 words. So for never, we have N, and then we have our word within our word, ever. So that's maybe a good way to remember never. It's got ever in it. So forever. In fact, there you go, ever and never are almost opposites. So ever and never has ever in it, but sure and before, you might have to remember them as tricky words, because I can't see another strategy, and you might have to remember them as mnemonics. Now, so for today, I do want you to do a spelling task. I don't just want to talk about these words. And the spelling task I want you to do is, we've done similar to this in class. I'm going to kind of do it back to front, how we've done it in class. If you remember in class, what I've got you to do before, so say if we take the number 7, I've got you to write it out in wee little blocks, a small letter, small letter, small letter, small letter, small letter. That would be 7. For close, we've got small letter, tall letter, small letter, medium letter, tall letter, and we've actually done that kind of thing. And I've got you to do that. For today, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 8 of our words, and I'm actually going to write the boxes. So I would do this kind of thing here. I'm going to write the boxes for you, and then I want you to have a look at your words and write in what the words have to be, and write in the correct spelling with the words it has to be. I don't think there's any 2 that could be the same. I think they all have to be different. maybe apart from actually, can you spot the two, once we get rid of this here, the two which I think have the, one of they don't, I was going to say quite and quiet, but they don't. I think all the words would have a different, N-E-V, yep, all the words have a different pattern of the boxes if you were doing them. So I'm going to pick 8 of this box writing, and I want you to write the words in. You don't have to photocopy it and send it back, you can just write the words for me. You don't have to actually put them in the boxes, but I want you to write down what the 8 words are. Right, I hope that makes sense. It should do once I do them. And that is your spelling today, boys and girls.